A new study released this week by the Center on Budget and Policy looks at the nationwide trends regarding higher education. In this study, Oklahoma gets the ranking of 6th worst in the nation for making cuts to higher education. During the last sessions of the legislature, higher ed was again dealt a budget blow, and educators say it's getting to the point of a knockout, one that could affect our state for years to come.
These 3 students at Northeastern State University in Tahlequah are on the road to attain something their parents have not: college education.
Neither of my parents attended college. They were both high school graduates. They started dating freshman year and dated throughout that and got married right out of high school. They do see the importance of having a degree, though, and I think that's why a big reason why I'm here, other than scholarships, is because of their influence and that they knew I needed an education.
Both my parents have jobs that they enjoy and work in, but they could definitely see that a college degree does make a big difference.
For generations, parents have always wanted better for their children, but increasingly that has become more difficult. University President Steve Turner says he had hoped he could do what his parents and grandparents achieved, and that is leaving this world a better place. But Turner says he can't see that happening right now.
As a private citizen, I am concerned, and at times it's disheartening.
He's referring to the state legislature and its lack of commitment to all critical state services and institutions, including higher education. First, he points to the revenue failures declared by the state in 2016.
So in 2016, we lost 10% of our appropriations, in most of that in 70 days of the calendar year, so mid-year. So there's 10%. They did not change our base, but the result was the same. We lost 10%. As we got to fiscal year 17, the reduction was almost 16%. And now we look at July 1 of this year. Now, 2 months ago, we took an additional reduction of 6.1%. You can do the math on those, and that's about 32%, a 32% combined reduction in really a matter of 26 months.
A new study by the Center on Budget and Policy takes a longer look at how Oklahoma has regarded higher education when it comes to funding. Oklahoma Policy Institute Executive Director David Blatt has analyzed the findings.
We have cut by over a third, 34%, if you look at how much the state funded higher education last year compared to where we were in 2008 on a per pupil basis, and that does adjust for inflation. But we are one of 6 states that have cut higher education funding by over a third.
Blatt says any way you cut it, higher ed has taken the brunt of the budget cuts.
If you go back to 2007, half of the total budgets for higher education were coming from the legislature through appropriations. That's now down to 30%. We've gone from about 51% to 30% in 10 years. So what has filled the gap? Well, one is rising tuition.
At NSU, they have tried to keep tuition increases at a minimum by reducing programs and staff. NSU eliminated 26 positions starting this year, bringing the total reduction to 56 in just 2 years. Still, students are feeling the squeeze. Toshali Nutt just started her junior year.
My freshman year, it was like right at $6,000 a semester. That's with room and board and my meal plan. And then after like a couple years, it went up to about, I think it's around like close to like $6,500 a semester.
For the last few years, we've had average tuition increase for OSU as a whole over that period of time, 2008 to 2017, is just under 3%.
Howard Barnett is the president of OSU-Tulsa, where they've tried to minimize tuition increases by slashing programs.
We have terminated 6 degree programs. We have cut the number of classes we offer, even in those programs that we kept. We have had staff layoffs and unfilled positions.
This unraveling comes at a time when Oklahoma needs college graduates more than ever. A study by the Georgetown Center for Education shows that in 2020, 30% of Oklahoma job vacancies will require an associate degree, bachelor's degree, or higher. Nationally, more than 30% of adults older than 25 have college degrees. In Oklahoma, that number is only 24%.